2011, I was in my car waiting at a traffic light with my children, Zachary 7 and Jake 5, heading to get ice cream in the center of Morristown. It was a beautiful day. We were relaxed, waiting at the light, ready to make a left turn. My window was open, my arm was resting on the windowsill. Boom! An explosion occurred right next to me, literally inches from me. A force of fire and smoke, what I imagined it would be like if a bomb went off, came through the manhole into the air, touching my car and my arm. I suffered second-degree burns from my elbow to my shoulder. This is first-degree burns, and my car was also damaged. Fortunately, the incident occurred just shy of rush hour. I was able to move my car from the fire quickly because I knew I needed to get away from that fire as soon as possible for fear my car would catch on fire. And in fact, I wasn't really sure if it had already caught on fire. I am in treatment now at the St. Barnabas Medical Center burn unit. I am told it could be 18 months of treatment. My arm cannot be exposed to the sun, and I am wearing a special compression shirt and sleeve nearly 24 hours a day, with the exception of when I shower, to reduce scarring. Most likely, my arm will never look the same again. I came here today because I don't want this to happen again. I fear that someone can die, and in fact, I believe in my heart and mind that someone will die if this situation is not properly addressed. I cannot understand why this ongoing problem of underground fires and explosions in Morristown has not been properly addressed. I did a cursory search of the internet and came up with 2 existing projects that address manhole management and safety, aiming to reduce these types of incidents. In New York City, Columbia University collaborated with Con Edison and developed a manhole profiling tool for manhole event prediction, helping Con Ed determine repair and upgrade priorities. There also exists a wireless surveillance system for underground infrastructure and manholes that can monitor temperature changes, gases, chemicals, and other environmental changes underneath the manholes. A final note. Today is my son's 8th birthday. If we were not inches from that manhole, but sitting directly over it, we may not be here today. My son might not have lived to be 8 years old. My 5 and 8-year-old have witnessed what no child should have to see on a serene day in a suburban town going out to get ice cream. Thank you for your time. It is mandatory that something be done to make a difference.
Thank you, ma'am. And were your children injured at all?
They were not injured. Emotionally, they were scared, but the windows were up in the back. They weren't injured.
Thank you for coming in. I guess you saw we had on the agenda today the appointment of a consultant. Required that JCP now hire a consultant to review a number of different issues in that area. Hopefully we'll find some answers.
Okay, I'm glad you did that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Councilwoman.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't looking.
No, that's fine. I'm Councilwoman Rebecca Feldman from Morristown. And I'm here today, and I thank Judith for coming to speak. I wasn't sure if she'd be able to join us. I also had with me earlier Bob Goldsmith, legal counsel to the Morristown Parking Authority and the Morristown Partnership, and Michael Fabrizio, who's the director of the Morristown Partnership, which is responsible for developing business downtown. When I saw your letter of September 7th, that there would be a recommendation of an investigation, I felt personally compelled to come here and talk to you directly, because I've been entrusted by the hundreds of people I see all the time, and really the thousands of people who live in, drive through, have businesses in, or choose to sit outside at a cafe in Morristown with their feelings, their concerns, their worries now as they push a stroller across the street, as they take their kids to the library, as they decide which corner they want to sit at and have dinner. I want to thank you for the investigation that's going to be conducted, and also for the appointment of the special reliability master. I think that the issues of the substation, the emergency response during the storm, and these underground utility questions are separate but interrelated. And I hope that you'll be open to a continued dialogue with us as we go through this. But I really do feel that time is of the essence. Just because the study is underway and someone's been appointed doesn't mean that we know any more about why the library exploded. It doesn't mean that every time I walk by an intersection and smell gas, which has now happened on multiple occasions and in each case has turned out to be a leak. One case of a pretty significant emergency, a disaster was averted. I want all of us to feel comfortable and confident and safe in our town. So thanks for your help with this, and know that we're here to support you in making sure that both PSB&G and JCP&L make sure that Morristown is safe for its current load and also for the great renaissance and development that we're now experiencing. Thank you.
Thank you. And certainly, we are always available. And I know you have our email addresses, you have to get in touch with us, but there will be a series of hearings on the aftermath or preparation for Irene, not directly related, but maybe somewhat related. There are infrastructure issues yet to do. But also, we will be on top of this review that's going to place the study, the consultant's report, and presumably that'll give us the foundation for some action.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Fuels.
Yeah, just one thing. First of all, thank you so much for coming in. I have great admiration for local officials, having been one, so I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And I know I'm speaking for my colleagues when I say we take our mission of safe, reliable service very, very seriously. So you can rest assured that we will continue to work toward ensuring that safe, reliable service.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?